Well, my main focus of my thesis is how children learn swear words. So the thing we came up with is kids learn words, and swear words are different because, they hear them, they learn them, but we tell them not to say them, but they say them anyway. So we're like, what's the difference? So I'm focusing on how learning typical words like ball, cup, whatever, is different from how kids learn swear words. When we did the semifinals, I didn't make the initial cut, and then a week later, Corey emailed me and she was like, well, someone's not able to perform, so you were the next closest score, you're the next highest score, so you get to be in the finals. So it was really exciting just to learn that, I really did make it to be able to do the competition. In the movie A Christmas Story, we learn about a young boy named Ralphie who wants a BB gun for Christmas. In one particular scene, he helps his dad change a car tire. While Ralphie is holding a hubcap full of lug nuts, his father bumps into him, causing the contents to go flying, and Ralphie to say, fudge. Only he didn't say fudge, he said the real thing. The queen mother of all dirty words, the F word, and has his mouth washed out with soap. Would you be surprised to learn that the top 4 swear words most frequently used by kids ages 1 to 6 are poop, stupid, the S word, and the F word? So how do kids learn bad words? I'm sure most of you are thinking the same thing. Kids learn words by hearing adults say them, but is it really that simple? Through my research, I want to show that the way kids learn typical words is different from the way they learn swear words, and that they may hold some judgment about the people who use foul language. Now, when we teach children typical words, it's often intentional, and they're allowed to use those words freely. Swear words are different. They're not usually taught on purpose, and they aren't allowed to use those words freely. For example, the word ball can be used anywhere between the playground and the kitchen table, whereas poop may only be designated for the potty. There's not a lot of extensive research on this topic, but we do have some data from a pilot study that tells us a few interesting things. In this study, kids watch a video of 2 puppets building a block tower. The first puppet knocks over the tower and yells a made-up expletive, "Oh, Dax." The second puppet gasps and tells her what he said was bad. The first puppet seems remorseful and vows not to say the bad word again. What we saw is that kids were good at remembering the bad word and remembering who said the bad word. What they almost never did was repeat the word when asked. Why is that? This is where my research comes in. I use the same scenario, but with a few tweaks. Instead of puppets, we use real people, and along with the bad word, they also hear a wrong word for an object. I want to know if kids think of swearing as an informational mistake, like naming something incorrectly, or if they think of it as a misbehavior. I'll also ask them to judge the people who said the wrong and bad words. Do they think that the person who said the wrong word will know the names of other things? Do they think that the person who swears will do socially deviant things, like litter or yell in the library? This work is important because it helps explain how children learn and use socially prohibited language and what they think of the people who use it. It could also begin to help us explain a link between the early use of swear words and later deviant behaviors. So what do we make of kids like Ralphie, or you, or me, who've all said bad words before? Did we learn from our mistakes, or did we all just become a little more deviant? Thank you.